Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show, training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Susie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse, Semi. Training Eve to drive cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Training Eve to lay down. Training Eve to harness, pull a log. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Jumping at liberty to music, making our Morgan horses our partners. Training Eve on a cow roping simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track. Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps. Training in our trail obstacles area. Semi on the big steps. Morgan horse Sadie doing obstacles rainlessly. Bull Rusty learning to pull a harrow. Bruce Griffin Problem and Cow Clinic Part 4.
Well, this is the second day of the Bruce Griffin Problem and Cow Clinic, and Bruce is working again with the same horse he was working with yesterday, who wouldn't move forward. Now yesterday Bruce was using a lariat loop around the horse's neck. The horse literally sat down in order to not move forward, but unfortunately got a couple rope burns in that process. So today it looks like Bruce is using another technique. You know, there's a grab bag of techniques and a multitude of personalities and a multitude of problems, so hope that you know the techniques, hope that you learn your horse's personality, and hope that you can find the technique that works the best.
You see, here's a lesson this horse needs to learn a lot right here. He needs to be able to relax his head and put it down without having to snatch it up. So just let him just rub on his neck while it's down.
Just bring your leg in here.
And don't try to force his head down, just ask him to put it down. Let him bring it back up. So going back down. There you go, see?
I know, he got that.
Because the horse really likes this position the best, you know that? They like to hit below the withers instead of above them.
That is how they sleep, right? That's what
They can stay standing, yeah.
They relax their knees.
they
Stand up.
They just
Head down. Do they sleep with their head down?
Now, Bruce was saying that when you use the flag, use it in the front part of the horse, not in the middle part of the horse. Let them get used to it by seeing it at their head. Bruce does cold starting down in Buellton, and you're seeing it happen here in Watsonville. Although this is a horse that maybe was trained before, has some problems today.
on the way to the body. The ability to bend comes first. You can straighten it out over time. Mainly like the gut one.
This horse has only a rope halter on and a, looks like a 12-foot yacht rope lead line connected to the rope halter with a metal clasp.
When he starts pulling on your hand, bump his hind quarters over. See, what he has to learn is patience. This horse here doesn't know how to wait. All he knows how to go. He's going to go somewhere too. But when I sit down on him first, I sit down, and then I start going to the backup. I start letting him start thinking about where I'm at. See, the horse is going to back up. It's the only thing I can do right, you guys. I know I can back him up. I might not get him doing anything else, but I can get him. He won't kick the fence because he can't put his leg back. It'll teach him a little patience.
See, there's another horse here being...
When a horse gets caught in the fence or something like that, he won't learn how to struggle because he says, man, it's not worth it. Every time I struggle, it's just...
Let me show you as I move the camera closer.
Why you're making him...
Understand that the thing is, the reason why I bump it up is different than any other way. He knows I'm going back, I only have one way. Understand?
I'd be really worried that this horse is going to get his right front foot stuck in the rails in his stress on learning how to be hobbled. Front left to back left with a cotton hobble. He's got only one rein. And he's trying to work with that horse.
So when I pick up on that rein, I want to be able to roll those hind quarters over. Then when I want to sit back, I'll sit back, and I'm going to push with my left leg and bring that front end right straight through.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
See, he doesn't want to break the hind quarters over, see? Wait until the hind quarters come over, then wait till the front end comes to go. Swap down. Hind quarters, then wait. Just wait. Yeah, there you go.
Move the haunches. Have control of the hind quarters. Gives you control of the horse.
You're
This
doing
is
good.
Bruce Griffin's
See, you want to be able to take this rope here and fling it over back and forth. But it doesn't even bother him. It won't even change his stride. So when you pick up on it like this, you just pick up on this rein and it affects his feet. You ask him to come over here, he tips his body over there. You ask him to come over here, he tips his body over here. And then your legs and hands will have a little more meaning to him because he already understands which way you're going. Come on, Lila, there you go. You're working on your backup, huh? Good. How about you, Mr. Otis?
Trying to go straight.
Look straight first. Try to point your hands, just like driving your car, you guys.
And that is that
if you
Raptors
don't aim your car,
designated.
You can't lock your hands and say
Notice.
straight. You gotta, like I want that pole right there. I gotta look straight here and I gotta keep putting him in the middle, and sooner or later he'll find it. right there. You just gotta find a pole, a tree or something. You guys find a girl or whatever you like, guys, I don't make any difference. Just find her and just head straight towards her. And just ride. Just ride. Don't do anything else. You necked and everything, because there's no pressure on him. This riding with this loose rein is the thing. I'm going to tell you, everybody can tell you about collection and all that other garbage, but you got to get a horse where he's relaxed before you get him to do something. You know? He's got to understand that there's nothing in this world that's going to bother him that he'd have to get upset. And that's our job, our responsibility, that he feels comfortable with us, not his job. Oh, you got to get used to it. Well, that's no good, because he's not. You're going to have to offer him something that's worthwhile if you want him to do it. And if you don't, he'll be just like he was. See, you want to pick up on that rein where it doesn't have any tension in it, and you want him to step around like this. When you flip that rope over there, he knows you're going this way. See, he's ready. This is what the preparation is to the horse. He says, I got to be mentally as well as physically ready to do what you want. But sometimes we get him physically ready, but he's not mentally ready. And the two need to go together. See? He needs to know to come over here. I physically got him ready, but if I didn't get him mentally and condition him to this feel, he wouldn't know what it is. So when I bring the rein back towards my hip pocket, he knows I want the hind quarters, okay? Then after I want the hind quarters, I'll rock my weight back and try to get him to step his front foot over. The hind quarters have to stand still for a second. You have to wait for a second. He'll shift his weight back, and I'll push with my right leg. Hold on. He's not doing it. He's pivoting on the front right now. Hang in there. This way you have to do is fix it up and wait. There. See, that left foot had to come loose and not just pivot. You have to learn to get this looseness in the horse first, and then everything comes naturally for him, because he says, I'm comfortable. It's just like that little horse of Sonia's, that little one. That horse got a lot of confidence in herself. She just needs to be a little more respectful, that's all. But with that kind of confidence, you can really do something with her, because she has the ability not to be afraid when you ask her to do something. And this is what I try to tell people. I know how you feel about letting a horse go, because I have my own personal fears. But once I learn that I can let a horse go, and if he's going to run off real fast, I better learn how to ride. Let him know I can stop him. Ask him to go again. Don't pull on him. Let him know you can stop him. Once he knows that you can do this, then he doesn't have any question in his mind. But as long as he thinks he's in control, he is. Because he's bigger than you, and he's probably smarter, because he already figured out that you don't have control of him. See how he wants to lean in there? It was Lexi asked me about the horse leaning in on your shoulders. You guys, horses don't lean if you don't let them. See, I'll push him to the side without pulling my hand across his neck. I'll ask his hind quarters to step over. Now I'll lead his front end through. There, reach. This is what I was wanting to achieve yesterday, but when I made a mistake with this horse, I had to abandon everything. But now I got what I want. See, this is what you're looking for. And you don't have to worry about this horse. When you ask him to go, he's ready to go. When you ask him to stop, come on, oh, listen to me. Because you can't ride a horse around tight. You have to let them get where they can get their body loosened, you know, just like you. You guys wake up in the morning and half you guys drink coffee or whiskey or
both.
Whatever you drink. Is that your big dog? Oh my God.
Look at him on the couch.
You're gonna need something to control that. So now are we where we think we should have been yesterday on this horse? This is where we should have been yesterday. But sometimes it's another day that what makes the big difference in the horse's life. Sometimes we do the wrong things and we never get what we want, so we go back the next day and do the same thing over again. Well, that doesn't work. If you failed yesterday, it's a good chance it's going to fail tomorrow or the next day. But if it worked yesterday, it has a good chance of working. It might not, but it doesn't mean that it didn't work. Something might have been just a little off, or a little different situation. So look at the horse and try to help him through the things that are bothering him. I would ride him in a halter, I ride him in anything. You put a string on him, you probably could ride him now. But you have to keep teaching him. Teaching him what you want. And see, he's letting down. He's not standing up here like this, with his head all cocked in the air, and learning to relax. Because you want him to learn how to rope. Okay? I want him to learn that he can handle this. Okay. I want him, when he feels this rope hitting him on his rump, that is no big deal. Okay? So I'm going to walk him forward, and I'm going to see how he got a little scared. Well, that's okay. He's got to get used to this if he's going to be a roping horse. Otis might buy a farm out there in some part of the country. He might need to take his horse out and gather his cattle. Let him get used to that. The thing that you want to do is that you don't want to let him loose, but you want to have him here so if he gets scared, I can bring his hind end like this around and take the power away from him. That's the problem with a horse bucking all the time. We don't get this thing right, so we can kick the hind quarters out. See how he braces up? Kick the hind quarters. You wait, and I'll put him in neutral in a second. Nope. They're not. There. Hang in there. They're neutral. You see it? There's no pressure. That the horse has to learn, but it's really us who have to learn it. Because if we can't get that, this horse can buck anytime he wants. Any day. But you reach down there like this, and as soon as that horse feels that, he'll send them hind quarters to neutral. See it? See there's no brace on him? There, now he knows. He's trying to brace, but I'm going to let him out because he gave. It's an important thing that hind quarter being there, but a lot of us don't practice it because it sends us spinning on the outside. Now watch, see how the hind quarter is just moving around? See it floating? There's nothing on the rein. There's no pull. There's no pull. That horse can move his hind quarters around without you even doing anything. Then you can walk him off. You can ask him to do something because his mind is in the right place. But you get his mind somewhere else, then he's not going to make it. I ask him to step over here like this. I'll pick up and ask him to step over. I flip the rein over like this. I ask him to step over here. I ask him to roll back over here like this. I ask him to come around. I ask him to go forward. I ask him to back up. And I ask him to sit still. And just rub on him. Okay? He's ready for the morning. Maybe this afternoon it'll be different. You gonna ride? Okay. You're welcome. You see, what happens sometimes when you're working with a horse and if you make a mistake, sometimes you got to go home and figure out what do I need to do for the horse so I can get him to understand me a little bit better. It's what I need to do for him, not what he needs to do for me. Because he really, personally, if you continue the 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock feeding, he'll be fine. It's when you ride him in between those 2 times, that's when things change. So I just go home and just think about it. Maybe I find something I need to do, and then I do it, and if it works, I do the thought right. If it doesn't, then I need to think again. It's always a series of thinking and figuring out what is going on. Can you guys come to this chair and line up right next to the side of the chair?
Oh, wow. So it's simple. I just really cool.
Well, you know, just bring one horse up here and see if you can.
Oh.
That's okay. She has it right there now. Take your the end of your thing and tell her not to do that. She's trying to boss man little Joe, huh? I mean, she's trying to take him for her own, huh? Yeah. Okay. Now, tighten your cinches up, okay? Because it takes a little bit to do this. Now, can you reach down and touch the chair? Well, you can use your head if you like. Well, see, just reach out as far as you can. That's good. Okay? Now I'm going to put the chair a little closer and see if you can touch it. Okay.
He's got quite a head shape.
Yeah. See, a lot of times when you reach down for something to pick something off or something, the horse walks away. Okay. How about you, Deborah? Come on. We'll just work it. You might not do this right now. You maybe want to wait a little later, okay? Okay, then what I want you to do is not pull back on him. Don't try to stop him. If you want to stop a horse that's having a little trouble, take him in a circle and make the circle so small that he has to stop. Okay, get him going. Let's see. Let's work with that. Now, see, he's not walking around like this, is he? Okay. Now, I want you to stop him by turning him in a circle. See how your hands are going to affect this thing. Bring that hand straight back like you should, like a lever. Now just bring it back and leave it there. No, are you stopping him or not stopping him? What do you want to do? Now hold it, just leave it there. Let him find it. There, see how there's no pressure on you? Now, walk him one off again and ask him to go. Look at his head and look how he's acting. He's acting like a horse right now. Now reach down there on one side, just, bring that hand straight back. Now, there. Go forward a little bit. Good. Alright. How about you? That other horse is going to come with you.
Maybe to hold the saddle first. I know people sometimes do things like that for horse mentality. I mean, I guess it's more of like an indoor kind of dressage thing. To like put some sort of like rope or just anything. Feel pressure. So they feel pressure and makes them more aware of like their hind end. Sometimes helps them move more coordinatedly. But that doesn't look anything like that. That would feel like either for show or yeah, it does look like that. But the way it's
hey, you want to touch the ground? Can you?
I can only imagine it's like hold it in place or for looks. Maybe for like attaching the things to it, feel like on some sort of trail or like attach it. I really don't know.
It's a little tough on those horses' back when you're that big. You see a lot of those Go Cowboys do that in some of the rodeos and things like this. But fortunately, they're on a 14-3 horse, not a 16-hand horse. It makes a big difference. And the size of the man makes a difference, too. Yeah. So, the comedy show can be great, but if you ask the horse how he liked it, that's the next thing. Well, it takes, believe me, a lot of horses do not like you reaching for things. Look over there. Oh, just look where you're going. No, look where you're going. Well, but you're not looking over there yet. No, you say you're looking over there. Look over there. Now go. Look over there. Keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. There you go. Just keep looking. Just keep looking over there now. Tell them, yeah. Just stay over there. There you go. You gotta have a direction, and if you want to get there. When you lose your direction, it doesn't necessarily make it easy for a horse to understand where you're going. Are we getting there, Otis? Alright, as long as you're not delivering any packages. As long as you're not delivering any packages, you're okay.
It's really like you could just do any sort of like very sturdy. Oh yeah.
Because you have to be able to let your horse know that there's nothing to what you're getting ready to do. Nope, forward. You do a little bit, do a little more. Do a little bit, do a little more. Now ask him to walk, Deborah. Don't go along with that. Ask him to walk. Just sit down and walk. Walk your body. There you go. Nice job. Now back up. Now ask him to trot, Deborah. Now ask him to lope. Don't pull on his head. Let him go. Good. Let him. There you go. Now you're loping. That's right. Don't ride his. Grab a hold of the horn if you don't make it. There. See? Now, take him and go the other way, and then do the same thing. Get control over his feet. Because what happens, we want to walk the horse around like this and control his feet. This is not controlling his feet. It's when he's starting to trot. When he's starting to really go, this is when the thing starts to fall apart. You know, you gotta let him go. You gotta let him go. All right. Let's work on the hindquarters just a little bit, you guys. And then we're gonna move on. Now, can you take the chair and go over your horse with it? Over his body? Go ahead, because I gotta work on mine. And it's getting the horse used to things, you guys. NJ. There's a little white pole on the back of that truck right there. It's near the white bucket, I believe. There you go. Let's see if we can get lucky, huh? Rosie.
Yep.
Okay, bless your heart. Okay. If you get in trouble, there's only one way to get out of trouble with this, and that's get rid of it. All right. How about, you know what we really need? Now watch this thing change when he sees it on the ground. Hey, see it? Did you see him jump? Yeah, he jumped. It was funny the other day, I have a colt that I got a few rides on, and I roped this log. I pulled the log all the way up to the horse and took the rope off. She's got guts, man. Guts. This boy here can't have guts. He's just, I don't know, sometimes, when you get these horses from other people, some people let them go and they get to doing things that they shouldn't be doing. See how cautious he was about that? So you just keep doing things like this. Just something. Don't train on him. Get him to feel that stuff around his rump. How you doing there on that? Okay. You got it picked up? Okay. Okay, just pick it up and set it down. Just set it down, and then maybe switch sides. So you want to be able to do things on your horse that might not be. You might want to go jousting one day. Here. I got scarred right in the heart, man. Isn't that a crazy sport? Jousting? I mean, you're running, what, 25 miles an hour, and this guy got a stick, boom! And the guy that gets hit, boy, he gets rocked. Okay, how about you? Not yet. Give me one of those cones, okay? Now, we'll work on the gait a little bit. You can just put it right there. There you go. So just walk over here and take. There's another cone. Put it just a few feet. Walk over and see if you can take your horse just to sit right here and put this stick right down in there. You see? It seems easy, but when you got a horse that's like this guy here, everything bothers him. But that's good. That's how life is. We're not trying to code it for him. We're gonna make it real. Just rub on him. What I'm going to show you guys today is how I make changes in horses that when they're getting the best of me, instead of me getting upset, I have to learn how to get patient, a little slower, and get it done, and then get out of there. Alright? That's the name of the game. Just be patient with yourself. This horse is trying to work with you, but he can't because he doesn't understand you. See, it's the noise that's bothering him. That's okay, we'll just go right back up there again. I'll sit him back there and offer this situation again. See? He hears that noise. You think it's a simple thing. So I'll take this thing here from here, and I'll pull it out like this, and I'll walk up there and let it drag. See, it wasn't a straight line, was it? Looked like I need a sobriety test, huh? Then just put it in here. Try it. It's simple, but it has a lot to do with confidence, you guys. That's all we're doing is building confidence. Who cares about all the fancy, spinning and all that other stuff? You can't even ride the songbook. How are you going to spin? But as I keep doing it, I'll be able to spin him one day. Now go to the next one. This horse knows how to spin a little bit, so he knew how to spin when I got him. Uh-oh. Jesse, man, you got you one too, man.
Don't let me interrupt you. We'll go to the end and warm up a little, is that okay?
Well, if you warm up down there, don't make it hot.
Okay.
Okay? Good. All right. Because you want to get it where you can walk up to something. There you go. Good. Nice job there. See, if you want to pick up something off the ground or do something, your horse is not afraid. Okay? Alrighty, I'm going to do this. She's having another time with the horses. This is why you should just keep her moving. And if she keeps her feet moving, and you keep taking those hind quarters and pushing them over like this, and say, hey, pay attention to me right here. Pay attention to me right here. Pay attention right here. See? You're thinking about something else. Your feet now are with me. Bring your feet right here. Don't let her stand still. Tell her to walk on a diagonal. Walk on a diagonal this way. See? Not side passing, that's in a diagonal. Ask her to turn her hind quarters around the seat. Mine not with me. That's all right. I got to get it with me. Good. Now I'm going to take the side path. Now I'm going to take the side path. You keep that horse's feet moving. I guarantee you she won't have time to think. Hold on, wait a You tell her, hey, you can do it. You can do it. Nope. There. And then they start to focus him because it's too much work to be kind of trying to wander off. Then you can ask him to do it. Let them get their balance. You see what happened yesterday, how this horse was rearing up and everything? When you ride him the second day, there's a lot of things change for them because they've worked physically and hard, and they did or did not accomplish what they wanted to accomplish. And some things really worked. And he's probably a little sore and tired, okay? So you just take advantage of him. Get him where he can listen. Don't fight with him. Don't get in a contention with him, but just, kind of ask him to do a little bit more, but try to go easy with him. Because you get him tired and sore again, he's going to start resenting it. But you get him where he's responding with respect, and you don't have to hold on to him, and he's not doing it out of fear. Then next thing you know, you got something to work with. And so you take him the third day, and you ride him again. It takes that soreness. The second day helps take some of that soreness out from moving. Then he starts to have to think because his body's is starting to get conditioning, but it's not there yet. And then he starts to thinking, man, there's a way out of this. If I just walk, trot when they're asking me and not get scared, things might work out. So if he tries that and it works out, he's going to go back the fourth day, he's going to get better and better. And you see horses that have 5 or 6 rides on them, and people look at him, man, look like he has 30 days or 60 days on him. That's why. Because them horses have the right amount of hours of riding, and they get physically tired and mentally relaxed. Because their body's just not strong enough to hold it. And that's why those little 2-year-old colts, they're not strong enough to really, put a lot of fight in them. Because it's not in them. And they only develop it after we mess with them. So I like to ride the horses 2 or 3 days, like this is what I'm going to do with him. And if I was here one more day, you see he'd be better and better. The white horse today is better than he was yesterday. Or the gray horse, whatever you want to call him. He's dirty. But see, you can always get something right. Okay, Scott, where are we going to go today? Scott, how about the from the flat walk to the running walk? Are we okay then there? Okay? And how are we doing, Christy? Back her up 4 steps and ask her to stop on the 4th one, leave the hindquarters right there, and bring the front end through. Just get him next to the chair, Deborah. Don't worry about, just get him next to it. Okay? Good. Now ask to walk that horse 10 steps forward. But you need to ask for a soft feel first. You guys, watch your hands like this. I understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the horse to stand between our hands and legs. But when you get your hands here, bring your hands right in right here. It's around the horn is where your hands need to be. Okay, now loping, Scott. If you can.
I think it's time to go get horses. What's he doing?
That's okay.
He's helping people.
He's doing from a regular walk back to the running walk.
All right, he just wants to fly. He goes fast enough he doesn't have to lope.
That's such an odd stride.
And that's the beauty of a walking horse. You know that? They can do that run and walk, man. This is as fast as most of these horses lope. Yeah. Just depends on who it is. If it's Joe, you'll be in Santa Cruz in 15 minutes, man. The hell boys, he going to town. That's nice. And what I really like about this is he's going to the right. You know that? See, a lot of times you watch these old boys. Now sit down and just walking. Just pick up on it real easy and say, tell them to walk. There you go. Now keep him going there. See how the transition was fairly smooth.
When it's done.
Now ask him to pick it up again. Now ask him to turn it off. Pick it up again. Now stop. It's okay. It just says we need to practice to get that part going. It doesn't mean anything wrong. Don't take it wrong. This is what all this clinic and all this other garbage is supposed to be. It's supposed to be an opportunity to learn and get something so when you go home, you have something to work with. Instead of coming here and thinking you're going to fix your horse or yourself in 1 to 3 days, you're not going to fix nothing in 1 to 3 days. You're going to be more confused when you go home, and then as you clear the clouds, things will get clearer and they'll get better because you have an opportunity to think and work, and nobody's putting you on a time frame or anything like that. Stop the thing about time, and that's one of the things that I have to learn. You know, I love trying to start colts in 3 or 4 days. Sometimes it doesn't work out for me. Sometimes it takes the 4th and the 5th day. So if you get locked down into time, oh, I got to do this in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, maybe do half of what you think and get that part done and call that good. Come back the next day and build on that. Because if you destroy anything, it's hard to build it back up because you got to clean up the debris. Okay, now I want you to change directions with him at one of those speeds.
I just did.
Well, let's see. Now turn him around. Now see how much it takes to get him to turn. See, when a horse is going at a trot, and he's coming around like this, he should be able to turn around like this. But see how my horse died? That's not what he's supposed to do. He's not prepared. He's not coming prepared. He needs to keep his feet moving. Keep his feet moving. Okay? So I had to slow down with him and prepare him a little better for what I'm asking him to do. So you ask him to go, and you say turn. See, he should keep coming through. He's not coming through. It took me all the way out to the middle. See, he needs to come through. You have to drive him through the turn, and this is how you learn how to do this. You get him at the walk, okay? Get him at the walk, and just bend him around and drive him through the turn, okay?
What's the definition of driving through the turn?
Well, driving him is your leg.
Okay.
Your leg is driving him through the turn.
Through it or after it?
Through it. Through it. See, keep the speed up. See now? See how he goes? See, he's coming out alive. Watch. He's coming out alive. He's not dead. But if you wait until his body comes around like here, and then drive him, the cow's gone, or whatever you want to do is gone. He's got to go in that turn, and knowing that he's got to keep his momentum up. Out. Keep his momentum up. He should come right where his tail is. You see where his tail was? And watch his tail right here. He's gonna, and it shouldn't be like this. It should be just like around. It should be around. Okay? And that's where that roll back and everything is. You want to get that horse around, you got to roll him back. He's got to come now. Bring him around. Bring him towards his hip. Bring him towards your hip. You see? And I really appreciate that. All right, girl. Did you bring some water for me, too? You should. I was looking for that other lightning bolt. What happened? You didn't get one lightning bolt over there? What happened? You didn't get a lightning bolt on the other side? You didn't come with one? Oh, okay. That's all right. Well, we're glad to have you. Okay. Anything else we want to work on? Let's work on that turning, you guys. Because you know what? We're only going to use half the circle, okay? Hey, we're only going to use half the circle, just right here. Walk forward to the right. Those that want to walk forward to the right. The others may remain standing or sitting or whatever. We're going to walk to the right. Now spread out, you guys, a little bit. We're not going to go all the way down the end. We're going to stay right here in this half. Okay? So as we walk our horses around, And if you get crowded, there you go. Find your space that there's not a horse. Reach down there and then turn that horse a half a turn and go back the other way. Turning, just turning how you turn him around. Ask him to go the other way. You see, he needs to know that he's turning around. He'll fold himself in two, you know that? But see, you have to get that horse where there's no pull on him. See, there's no pull. He has to come around. When he comes around, he doesn't pull. See, you have to keep him going. Good job, buddy. Feel him. Walk him out there. Get him to walking, you guys. Get him to want to walk. So when you bring that rein around there, he'll come. He'll come. He'll come. He'll say, I'm coming. There. There. There, that's better. See, yesterday when I did that, he wanted to lock up. But today, he's kind of cooperating. He's probably not half as tired as he was yesterday, too. That's better. Feel that horse. Turn him, Joe. Half a turn towards the inside. Bring him around. Good. Come on, Christy, bring him around. Use that outside leg. Your hands and legs really got to work now. This is where it really comes. When you push, don't just lead with your rein. Push. Get him to know that that leg needs to come over here. Good. Okay? So you can push your horse over there. You can push him back. You can push him back the other way. Let him come. Let him work it out. He has to learn where his balance is. That's okay. Yeah. See, he'll get tired of that hopping. He thinks he needs to hop. All he needs to do is move his feet. There. Just move his feet. See, don't pull on his head. Let there be some slack in that rein. Step to the side. Lila. Tell me the story, Lila.
Slow down. Slow down. Speed up. I want him to slow down.
Sure, just turn this off there, just talking. For them?
Your horses. Change directions. No, don't give him a second a buck. Tell him you got to do something different than that. If you don't change the energy, he'll keep it up. There you go. Okay. The thing that he has going for him right now is that he got his head to the outside and he doesn't have to listen. Because anytime he wants to put her out of position, he can't. Because his hindquarters are facing her, not his head. Now you watch when she gets after his hindquarters, the head is straightened out. Now see, look at him better. See him? See him now, he's listening to her. See, now he wants to go back to his old thing. That's okay. Alright. Come on, let's go. We'll play. Hey, good morning. Where's Big Dave at? He took off. He was very smart. He left you here. Now answer the walk, Lila. It's always sit down first, you guys. Slow down, Glenn. You're not killing a snake. There you go.
Sally.
Here comes Sally. Long, tall Sally in Carolina. Just let her loose. Leave her. Uh-oh. Okay. So she can roll, huh? She's already down before you got there. You better hurry up. she's about ready to wind down, I tell you. You guys, I don't mind the horses being loose in a corral with the other horses because they need to pay attention. Your horse needs to pay attention to you, not to the other horse. And in the real world, you ride by a corral or something like that and the horse is loose and running down the fence. It's no different. You can't stop it. So if your horse is really with you, you got it made. If he's not, you got something to work with or work on. We turn stallions loose in a corral like this with mares, and all we do is just keep him away from the horse. That's all we do. He has to learn not to be up on you. But you have to be prepared to deal with it, because if he wants to come up there and be boisterous, man, you smack him upside his head a little bit and tell him, you got to go, buddy. And that's why when you have a rope, it's really easy, because you can put it out there 10 feet. Make a big loop and just say, okay, what? And it's not to be mean, but the stallion has to learn how to be social and polite in public. And you get a lot of these stallions. I have a friend that has a stallion, and he's in 30 horses. And you couldn't tell which gelding, or which horse was a gelding or which one was a stallion. And I can put my stallion in with other horses, and he's quiet too. But I ponied him with a mare, so that's how I got him that way. I don't let him sniff another horse, and I try not to let my gelding sniff another horse. How about that, Deborah? Okay. Hey, you guys, we're going to do something different, okay? We're going to go in the parking lot and do this. Okay? How about that? Huh? You guys want to get some coffee? Okay, let's go out to the parking lot, you guys, and really get to the real world. Because this is how it is. It's open. These old horses understand this inside right here. And these other horses can do their thing. No. I thought Sonia was bringing some horses today. I thought she just bought Maximo and Shannon, that's all it looked like it to me. Haven't seen no horses yet.
To be continued in Part 5. Our cast of characters: Sadie and Eve, Sammy, Rusty and Susie, www.thesocolos.com.